I just want you to come to your screen and take a look. This is a Byzantine bracelet, which is so incredibly hard to do. This is a thick bracelet, only able to be woven by master craftsmen.
Yep.
And it's a one-time only.
Yes.
I'm in shock because this is a total status symbol. And if you look on your screen right here, look at the craftsmanship. Look at the stones that are nestled into that Byzantine weave. That's a great shot. But you're getting it for $129.98. Now we have two options. This is the yellow, and this one is 18 karat yellow gold layered over sterling silver. The one right next door to it at the very end of our form, this is the one that if you're ordering on .com, you order the silver, but look at the sterling silver, rhodium layered over the top to give it that extra shine, but it's $82 off. We have three sizes. We have a small, average, and large. Small fits a 6 3/4 wrist, average is 7 1/4 wrist, large is an 8-inch wrist, but there's no wrong way to wear it, and it's a showstopper.
It is a showstopper, and there is so much labor in creating one of these pieces. I was told by the factory, I always find the stories. What are the stories? This takes 3 hours to make one bracelet because of how intricate it is. Because normally you make a Byzantine. Now, Byzantine has always been considered the most intricate of all the wovens that exist. It's considered status, high end. From Italy, it's wonderful to see the Byzantine. What they had to do in this, I challenged them. I want to be able to put the stones in between the Byzantine, not on top.
Smart.
I would never want to do that because then it'd be sharp.
Right.
Inside. So they had to create the design that left a little space and fill that space with that little stone. And why the stone? I wanted that additional sparkle. I did not want to have a Byzantine that you felt was just a traditional Byzantine. You don't need to come to me for that. I want to be the designer who does something a little different. So I had the stones put in there, and I think it came out beautifully. I love the way it feels. I always refer to a woven as like fabric. It has a soft hand to it, and this is exactly what you do. If I can just show one thing, if you just drape that there, that defines jewelry that is made well.
And then drop it in my hand. Look how it puddles.
It puddles. This is, every time I see a chain for the first time, a woven, I will always do that, because if it doesn't do that, it means it's going to be stiff on your wrist. You want it to lay perfectly on your wrist. And isn't this not so smooth, Mary? It's
you
smooth.
can't stop touching it.
You don't feel the stone, right?
No,
It's right
not at all. That's why I was showing everybody the profile and the top and the side. Because yes, it's made in Italy, but this style has been around for centuries. This price, though, goes away at the end of the show.
And again,
not the week, not the day, at the end of the show. And this is the lowest price it'll be for the next 3 months. We've already got a lot of folks picking them up right now. We are rather busy, so just know $82 off means that you are getting an absolute steal. I think it looks like a rose garden.
Yeah.
To me, it's
that's a great way to
so
describe
beautiful.
it. It's beautiful. And you know, this is 18 karat over sterling,
Yes.
or rhodium over sterling. And it's solid through and through, because you had to do that in order to get those stones correctly in there. It's got a lot of weight to this, and I wanted that. I want to feel, if I'm doing silver, I want it to be substantial. I want it to feel like, wow, this is really expensive, fine jewelry.
Look at it on
You're just not
Sheila.
paying for that, but it's expensive looking.
You can't even see the prongs on the stones.
And I just love, again, you know, I challenge these factories with these ideas, and often they do come back and say, sorry, it can't happen.
Yeah.
And this one I insisted, please try, just try. And they come back to me, and they didn't get it right the first time. They come back a couple of times, Mary, and I wish behind the scenes you could see me, I negotiate, I try so hard to come up with the right designs, and it really came out like the perfect storm. It worked perfectly. Look at that, that's what shows the finest, the fine detail of that.
Look at the quality of the weave itself. And I just, if you've never had Byzantine before, this is elegance. A lot of people put Byzantine on their wish list, on their vision board, and here it is at a one-time only price. So look how beautifully it lays flat, but you still get all of that texture. Well over 150 have already been picked up in the show, and I look at this price and I look at the carat weight. So it's 1.4 carats of that cubic zirconia stone, but all of that light and sparkle plays so beautifully with all of the different weave within the bracelet itself.
Yes, and I feel like when you wear this, I always say, what's the aha factor? every piece of jewelry, I want there to be a ha factor. And the ha factor obviously is that you've taken the Byzantine and you've put those stones in. But when you wear this, imagine going to the grocery store and wearing this bracelet. Imagine going to a fancy event wearing this bracelet. People are going to come up to you. You want your jewelry to get noticed. And you want people to come to you and say, well, what's the extra sparkle going in there? Maybe you've seen that link. Maybe you've seen a Byzantine before. Maybe you haven't. Again, I wanted something that looked very unique and different. And they were able to take the Byzantine, already the most intricate chain that exists around, the most intricate woven, and update it for me. And that's what it is. It's about updating your classics, updating to the next level. And that's what I wanted done for this.
Amazing.
And you know, I think you wear this and people are gonna say, where in Italy did you go to pick this up? What little boutique did you go? Did you get this in 18 karat gold? Because if that was 18 karat gold and diamonds, it would be out of mind.
Is it okay to say my jewelry guy picked it out for us?
My jewelry guy.
Okay, that's
There you go.
David is our jewelry guy. But look at this. I mean, it's about 1/4 of an inch across, almost a 1/2 inch across. I mean, that is a substantial size, but I do have updates for everybody. So you're looking at the yellow gold. We have fewer than 300 remaining now. We have all 3 sizes, but then down here, we have it for you in the rhodium layered over the sterling silver. That's more limited. There's only 250 remaining in all 3 sizes. It's $129.98. This is available in those 3 sizes of small, average, and large. It's $82 off today, but only until the end of the show. I'm thinking a few things here. Your anniversary. This
Yes.
makes a lot of sense because you're woven together for time, till the end of time. And then for best friends, you know, we may have
Great
been
gift.
separate links at one point, but now the fabric of our lives is now completely sewn together. So I mean, my best friend, she's stuck with me. She's not shaking me for anything. And so I mean, I think that is a beautiful sentiment to pick it up as a gift, especially at less than $1 a day on Easy Pay. But then it comes in our favorite jewelry guy pouch.
Yes.
The Italian silver by David Markstein. So you get that beautiful presentation along with it. I mean, I just think this is screaming gift to me.
It really is. To me, you can never go wrong with a woven as a gift. Now, taking the Byzantine, I told you how intricate it is, but then you give this as a gift. You open up that box and you see inside and you look at it and you say, wow, that looks so special. Because again, it's about, I feel like you're selling the dream. What does it look like when you open the box? I want to envision you wearing it. I want to figure out what it is about this that's going to make you go, wow. Even if you're just window shopping today, I want you to at least say to me, or say to yourself, I haven't seen this before. I haven't seen anything like this before, because that's my goal. I'm making my stuff exclusive for QVC.
So grateful.
And I wanted to design a line, having been a buyer here for 24 years myself.
Amazing.
I wanted to do something that would be relatively new, updated, and having used my skill set of designing, understanding factories and understanding the romance of Italy, Italian fashion at its best.
There is no other place in the world that could make it this beautifully. And what I see with the price, outstanding. But when you put it on, I want you to see it on my wrist. Against your skin, it's just warm and glowing. And by the way, I flipped it over so you could see. There's no wrong way to wear it.
There is no wrong way to wear it. It doesn't matter what it does. That's the beauty of it. But to me, the other thing I wanted to say with this has a vintage look to it. Can you imagine a grandmother? Now, if your grandmother had this, or your great-grandmother, it probably would be 18 karat gold and diamonds. But you can see that they would hand this down from generation to generation, and you would wear this, and everyone would be like, oh my God, where did you get that from?
And you don't have to baby it, to your point. I mean, it looks like vintage jewelry,
it's
but
like, got serious
you all
weight
know
to
me.
it.
If we've ever shopped together, you know I'm not the most graceful creature on the planet. It can take me. You're going to be fine. I want to let everybody know that we have 2 color options, but here's an update for everybody at home. This is our one time only in the show. If you want the yellow, we now have fewer than 250 remaining. But in that beautiful silver, we have fewer than 200 remaining. This price goes away at the end of the show. You're getting a showstopper, but in 30 minutes, that price will go back up. Instead of $212, you're getting it right now for $82 off. And so I want you to keep that in mind, but please don't wait, and know that you're getting beautiful, substantial, gorgeously made jewelry. We also don't have time for these earrings that are coming up, and I love the dual texture.
Yeah, and